Hi, welcome back to the Celine Diaries. So we are home from our big trip. It went amazing. I'm so glad we went. I thought I would do a little introduction to the vlog. I'm so proud of myself for managing to vlog this trip, and I'm so glad I did because the memories are just really special and I think it will be fun to watch back. I start the vlog here with a segment showing my packing, and I don't know if anyone's really interested in this. You can skip forward, but if you're a mom trying to travel with two kids, a toddler and a newborn, you know there's a lot to pack, and I thought maybe this would be a little helpful for someone. We definitely overpacked. I knew going in that we overpacked. I had an idea, and I always do this, but I really overpacked. I mean, in my defense, I did not know that we would have laundry, like access to doing laundry, but at both hotels we were at, we had access to laundry. One of them paid and one of them for free. So looking back, I wish I would have packed a lot less. There were a lot of things I brought that we just did not use, but better safe than sorry. And our bags, we could check our bags for free, so it wasn't a big loss. We ended up checking 3 bags, a large bag for my husband and I's stuff and shoes, and a medium-sized bag with the kids' stuff, swim stuff, floaties, some diapers, and random things that they need, their shoes. And then the last bag had our toiletries stuff, shower stuff, and other random things that didn't fit in the other bags. You'll see in the packing clip. Now this bag is going to work as our diaper bag on the trip. I use it as a diaper bag a lot at home. Here I'm packing, this is how I pack and store my daughter's formula. She drinks toddler formula sometimes because she's sensitive to dairy, and so we buy goat milk toddler formula for her nighttime bottle. She loves these perfect bars, some chocolates, little treats, and so that way the bottles will be just ready to pre-mix. I have a changing pad. These are just spare clothes in case there's any, and burp cloths in case there's any emergency clothes changes on the flight. If you know, you know. Wipes and diapers for both of them in here. I have 5 diapers for each of them for the whole day, and I'm hoping that'll get me through. I think I actually have 7 for the little baby, so I think that'll be good. Here I am just reorganizing, and yep, here's my daughter's little bag that she's gonna take. I tried to make this really fun for her. I'm kind of gonna reorganize it. In here are her little toys. Her grandparents got her this backpack with her name on it and the little pouch. I ended up taking these out later. You'll see I moved them. That bag's way too big for them. I thought I'd put more snacks in there, but I didn't. But here's her headphones, and we pre-downloaded some movies on Disney Plus for her to watch on my husband's phone. And then we have some little books. She loves her Chitsukari and magnetic. This is awesome. It's like a little magnetic dress-up boy. And these are sticker books that I think she'll really like. That one's brand new, hasn't been touched. The other one she's kind of worked through some. I still think she'll like having it. And yeah, that's her. So just getting this a little more organized. I end up putting all the candy, or not candy, gummy snacks, which I think she'll like. We don't really ever give her those, so they'll be kind of a surprise on the trip to hopefully keep her happy. And then, yeah, so I ended up taking those out of the pouch and using that pouch for this blanket instead. So yeah, I'll put the blanket in here, and then I will have the carrier in that other packing cube bag. And I think that's just great because I hate having the carrier not in its container. I know everyone's probably thinking this might be kind of excessive, all these pouches for everything. To me, it's all about managing chaos, and you don't want to not be able to find something, or something to get to the bottom of the bag, or just things to get in the way of what you're trying to get. And I feel like when everything's contained, it's easier just to throw things out and get what you need. And yeah, for me, it just brings me peace. So this is my purse, which usually I combine diaper bag and purse at home, but since we're carrying so many more things, I am having my own little purse here. I have sanitizing wipes. Those are amazing. This is a little pouch with brush, an extra pacifier, hair things, pen, lip stuff, lip gloss, and whatever. Yeah, very good to have a little pouch to kind of contain everything, since this bag doesn't have a lot of compartments. My husband's sunglasses, he might move those into his own carry-on later. My glasses, wallet, gum. This gum is amazing, but there's hardly any in the pack. And here are 2 bags for our car seat, since we're checking both of them, and it will keep them from getting all gross. The first day was our travel day. It was a Wednesday. We left from home about 3 hours before our flight, because it takes us an hour to get to the airport, and our flight left at 10. And so we parked our car at the airport. It was all fine. We made it on time, and everything went well. Then we had our first flight, and then a layover in, I believe, it was in Detroit, and it was a 3-hour layover, which was really long, but I think it was fine. It was kind of nice to decompress, and we were able to go into the Delta Lounge and get some food, just kind of relax and change diapers and feed the baby and do all of those necessary things that would be hard to do without a long layover. And then we were ready to go for the second flight. The second flight was really, really long. But overall, it all went very well. I'm so proud of the kids. They did great. And then we got our rental car. And we got our rental car. We landed in the San Diego airport, and we got our rental car there. We had to take a shuttle to the rental car place. Finally got to bed. We were so tired, and we were so worried that the kids would be up all night, but they actually slept amazing. I'm shocked, because we were all in one room. You know, it was a hotel room with 1 king bed, and then we had 2 pack-in plays for each of the kids, in each on the other sides of the room. And yeah, I don't know. It went great. They slept perfectly. They actually slept well the whole trip. So we woke up the first day there, and we were feeling very refreshed and relieved. And I had told my sisters, you know, depending on how the first night goes, I don't know what I'll be able to do, or, you know, if we'll be too tired. But I called, so I have 2 sisters that live in the San Diego area. So I called them that morning, told them it went great. We're rested. We're ready to go. And so they both came and met us at the resort, and it was amazing. They came and hung out by the pool with us, and in that morning my husband and my daughter had just gone to the pool, and I went and sat with the baby. But the pool was the main goal, because my toddler is so into swimming. And then we went into San Diego City for for Shake Shack lunch, which was a lot of fun. And then that's not something we can get in our small town, so it's exciting to have Shake Shack. And then we went to this incredible park called the Waterfront Park, and the kids just loved it. My daughter was going to town, just up and down the slides. And it was just so nice to be able to sit and feed my baby and have my sisters help with my toddler and have her still be able to play. And it's hard to do things alone with both of them. And it's so wonderful to be around family and to get that help and to have her be able to have fun, even though I'm tied up with the baby. And it's really fun for people watching and just really touching to see all the families with all their kids. It was a great time. When we got back to the hotel, my one sister went back home with her kids, and then another sister and her husband stayed and talked to us for a while at the resort. And then they left, and then we got the kids to bed, and then my husband and I DoorDashed poke bowls. So the next morning, my daughter woke up really early, and my baby, and it was kind of nice. I think we woke up at about 5 California time, or maybe even a little before. And so once I was done nursing my baby, my daughter and I put him back to bed with my husband, and then my daughter and I went out on a walk around the resort, and it was so wonderful. It was one of my favorite memories from the trip, just because it was completely quiet. No one was out. The sun hadn't even come up. We watched the sun come up on our walk, and that's just not something I'd done in a long time. And it was wonderful to do it with her. We saw a skunk and we saw the moon, and then we walked to a little restaurant that's on the resort and got a breakfast bowl and shared it, and it was just a really nice time. And we saw a duck in the pool, and it was just a fun little adventure for us. And yeah, nice to wake up so early. And then we went back to the hotel, and my husband left for his work event, and I nursed the baby, and then I put both the kids down for a nap in the hotel, and I got ready while they were napping. And then when their nap was finished, my husband also finished his work thing, and we met up with my sister and her kids, and we went back into San Diego for lunch and to go to a photo booth place. I think they're keepsakes, and ours turned out so cute, and I'm so glad we did it. After all that, we came back to the resort, and the kids swam, and then that sister who had been with us all day, her husband came and met us when he finished work and swam with the kids some, and then we all came back to the hotel room. The toddler and the baby were asleep by that point. I had came back early from the pool and put them to bed, and then we all ordered pizza and ate it in the backyard of our resort. So our hotel room was amazing. It was small and just had a bathroom in the one room, but it had it opened up outside to a private outdoor area, which turned out to be just so nice for all the family coming and hanging out there. The kids can just open the door and play outside while we're talking or nursing or doing whatever we're doing inside, and it was great. So we were able to eat the pizza and not disturb the kids in the hotel room, and it was really nice, and I just miss them so much. It was so wonderful to talk and hang out and just get to know her kids a little better as they're growing up so quickly, and I just really cherish those times. It was wonderful. I'm so glad I got to see them. And then we said goodbye because the next day we were leaving for Orange County. So that night we went to sleep and then woke up My husband went to his last work thing, and I worked up, and this is Saturday. So this was our last day in San Diego. So I packed up all our bags, got the kids down for a little nap before we headed out. Then my husband came back, everything was packed up. I had showered and gotten ready. It was so wonderful that the kids were so worn out and they just napped so well. And then we drove up to Orange County to the next hotel we were staying at in Newport Beach, and it was a wonderful hotel. There were 2 separate rooms, one for my husband and I and one for my daughter, and the baby stayed in the room with my husband and I. So that first day, Saturday, we went to Fashion Island to meet up with my sister-in-law and her family, and we had dinner with them there and went to a great little store at Fashion Island called Odin Parker. And my daughter's really into the Mayleg mice. We all came back to the hotel, and her family and my husband and daughter swam for a while I got the baby to sleep. And then the next morning was Sunday, and it was Easter Sunday, so my husband and I woke up pretty early because of the time change with the kids, and we were able to go to Crystal Cove Beach. It was beautiful. We were there pretty early in the morning, and the kids got to play. Well, my daughter got to play. I just held the baby most of the time. And it was so beautiful. We loved it. Went back to the room for a little while, put my daughter down for a nap, and then when she woke up, we went to my sister-in-law's house for an Easter dinner and for an Easter egg hunt that she so nicely planned. It was so nice. Dinner was amazing. The Easter egg hunt was so cute, and it was just fun to hang out and chill with her family. On Monday, the next day, we woke up and it was the day to check out of that hotel in Newport Beach. So we packed everything up and did some laundry, which was really nice to be able to do, and then went and met my sister-in-law back at the beach. It was Crystal Cove, but a different part of Crystal Cove Beach, and it was so nice to just walk around and hang out with her. And then we went to lunch at a place called The Butchery in Newport Beach. It was amazing, kind of like a specialty grocery store and deli, and they had really good sandwiches, and we got some snacks for the next, parts of our travel to have, and it was so fun to look at all the special things they have at that grocery store. I love going to specialty grocery stores. It's always exciting to see what they have. And we just sat and talked for a while. So nice, so relaxing, perfect weather as always in California, I guess. But to us, it was absolutely magical to be in that weather. We went back to Fashion Island, which was really fun. We got to just kind of enjoy it more and walk around more. We went to a Ralph Lauren coffee shop, which I did not know they had. I think this might be the only one, I'm not sure, but it's connected to a Ralph Lauren store. But they have this beautiful coffee shop where you can get coffee and ice cream or hot chocolate, whatever you want. And it was really nice to just sit in there and enjoy how beautiful it is. And then we went back to Odin Parker, that little toy store, and we had gotten my daughter one thing and she kept asking for the other thing, so we went back and got it. But it was wonderful to go back there, and since it was a Monday, there was no one else in there, and we were able to really take our time and look around and enjoy all the little things that they had. It's such a magical store. And then we said goodbye to my sister-in-law and drove to LAX area where we were staying at a hotel that night to fly back early the next morning, Tuesday morning. So the next morning we returned our rental car, took a shuttle to the airport, and flew back, and it was so much faster the way back. We had one short layover in Salt Lake City, and so everything just went a lot faster. It was really quick, and my daughter just slept the whole second flight, and looking back, I realized now that she was starting to get sick. Now she's sick. We've been home a couple of days, and I've just been dealing with a very sad little girl who is very sick, but hopefully she gets better. It's hard because one thing about traveling is it seems like every time we travel she gets sick, so it's, you know, hopefully that ends soon. I really thought maybe we got away this time without it. But all being said, incredible trip, so nice, really long but not too long. It was so restoring to be, it was so wonderful to be in such beautiful weather with family, and just to get out of our routine and to get out of the house and to do something big like that. It was so nice, and I'm so glad we did it. And I was so worried about the flights with the two kids and traveling and sleep, and them not sleeping well, or, you know, all these different things that could happen, and none of it happened. It all went great. We have some more trips coming up and some more exciting things that I may vlog, but I think the next vlog might be a more chill at home vlog. We'll see what I can do. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.